Skol Nation, feel that? The cold in the air, the roar in your chest, the pulse of a locker room that just kicked down the door in Week 9. Minneapolis is humming tonight, the skyline lit like a warning flare across the NFC North, and the chatter in every bar, every group chat, every tailgate is the same. This team isn't done. This team is just now waking up. Smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and comment below. This community runs on real fans like you. Because after a gritty, defiant win over Detroit, a win that felt like a statement to the whole division, the Purple Faithful aren't just dreaming, they're believing. A kid stood tall under center. The defense bent, then broke a little, then bit back harder. The sideline buzzed, the city exhaled, and the whole league turned its head to see what just changed up north. J.J. McCarthy just planted his flag as the Minnesota Vikings starting quarterback moving forward, and he did it with poise, with command, with that unshakable look that says, I belong here. That's the revelation, that's the moment. But the NFL never sleeps and the deadline clock is ticking. Even with a roaring Sunday, even with a rookie rising, the question crept in from every corner of the league. Could Minnesota still add a veteran voice at quarterback? ESPN's Adam Schefter reported league sources believe the Vikings could be prowling for experience, a steady presence in the room as the schedule tightens and the margins shrink. Names floated, big names, the kind that make timelines melt. Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston. The rumor mill spun and the fanbase split into camps, shouting over the drum of possibility. Then head coach Kevin O'Connell stepped to the mic, calm and exact. He talked about keeping conversations alive because that's how good teams operate. He talked about building the right room, the right chemistry, the right support for a young signal caller who just earned the huddle's trust. And he pointed to a move already made, quiet but deliberate. Veteran John Wolford signed to the practice squad. Not a splash, a solution. A voice O'Connell knows. A pro who's run this kind of offense and understands the throttle and the brake. O'Connell and Wolford go back to Los Angeles, back to long nights and taped knuckles and the spotless details that make a pass game sing. Wolford is 30 now, quick in the pocket, sharper in the meeting room, and the so-called old man among two young quarterbacks. He's the third guy, the stabilizer, the one who can translate coach to quarterback and quarterback to results. With quarterback coach Josh McCown and assistant Jordan Traylor in the mix, O'Connell said it plainly, he feels comfortable with this room right now. It's a statement disguised as reassurance. It's also a plan. Outside the facility, the numbers moved. Minnesota's playoff odds jumped from 5% to 12% after the win, a leap that hit like a spark on dry grass. The Vikings are 4-4, last in the division only on paper, just a game behind the Bears and Lions and a game and a half behind the Packers at 5-2-1, with both Green Bay matchups still in front of them. That's oxygen, that's opportunity. And with the city's breath fogging up November, the conversation shifts from survival to strategy. Because this is the hinge point. The hours before the trade deadline stretch long, every phone buzz from a call you can't miss, every decision a wire walk between tomorrow and today. The quarterback question may be answered for now, but the mission has only sharpened. If the Purple are buyers, what do they buy? If the door just cracked open on a playoff run, how hard do you push it? Hold that thought, because the second half of this story isn't about noise. It's about the move that could tilt the season. Here's where the room got louder. As the confetti of Sunday settled, insiders pointed to a different target entirely. Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer reported the Vikings are in the market for a cornerback and that the corner market isn't exactly overflowing. Teams that moved early, he noted, might look wise. That's the chessboard. Minnesota's eyes aren't just on the next throw, they're on the next stop. The next 3rd and 7. The next red zone stand that flips a game and keeps the dream intact. Inside the building, the tension is the good kind. The kind that points forward. A rookie quarterback is growing up fast, the headset is crisp, and a veteran practice squad addition rounds out a room built for development and resilience. The temptation is real, push all in for a splash at quarterback, but O'Connell's posture says something different. Efficiency, alignment, momentum with intention. When a coach says he's comfortable with his room, he's not just soothing a headline. He's laying track for the train he intends to ride. That doesn't silence the rumors. Cousins' name moves the needle. Wilson's presence stirs debate. Winston's arm strength ignites late-night callers. But there's a difference between noise and need, and Minnesota's need might be sharper on defense right now. A corner who can punch with the league's best route runners. A backhand piece that lets the pass rush arrive a heartbeat sooner. That's not a luxury, that's a lifeline in November. Still, the hope versus doubt dance is real. The optimists see trajectory. They see McCarthy's command growing week by week, Wolford's wisdom adding friction to bad habits, and a staff that has the plan and the patience to let the kid be the kid while packaging the offense to his strengths. The skeptics want insulation, a big-name insurance policy for a playoff chase that just might be closer than anyone expected 10 days ago. Both sides love the same thing, winning. Both sides want January football. That's the charge in the air. That's why your hands shake a little when your phone lights up with an alert. And then there's the math. 2 games left with the Packers, 1 game behind Chicago and Detroit, a conference that's tighter at the top than it feels from a distance. 12% isn't a guarantee, it's a runway. It says prove it. It says stack another Sunday. It says if you're going to buy the thing that pays off on third down in December in the cold when it's dark at 4:30 and the breath from the stands looks like smoke. So feel this moment. The quarterback room is steady. The head coach is clear. The phones are warm. The fan base is split in the best way, arguing about the difference between good and great, between holding serve and taking a swing. If a corner arrives, it's because the team believes this defense can put its shoulder into the season and move it a foot at a time. If the room at quarterback stays exactly as it is, it's because belief has already taken root. We circle back to the kid, to the calm that settled over the huddle on Sunday, to the veteran presence that doesn't need a billboard to make an impact. This is a team choosing identity over impulse, choosing development over panic, choosing a path through the division that still runs right through them. Comment below, this space belongs to everyone who lives and breathes the Minnesota Vikings. We're alive, we're loud, and we're just getting started.